So, good afternoon. Third year BA Computer Applications, Semester 6, PHP Programming. Third year BA, Semester 6, PHP Programming. Today's concept is functions and arrays. Functions and arrays in PHP. Functions and arrays. What are the functions? What are the different parts of functions? Why we require functions? And what are the different types of functions? And how to use functions in PHP programs, and arrays, how to declare arrays, and what are the different types of arrays. All these things today we discuss with this PPT. So functions, what is the definition, basic definition of a function? So functions offer the ability for programmers to group together program code that performs specific tasks or function into a single unit that can be used repeatedly throughout a program. So what is the function? Function is nothing but a set of statements or a group of statements that can be executed repeatedly. It can be executed and runs repeatedly as many times as possible whenever we want, and treated as a single unit by giving a name. A function is defined by name and is invoked by using its name. So generally every function have a name, unique name, and we can call that function, or we can execute, or we can invoke that function by using that name of the function only, by using that name only. Next, functions can accept data the form of arguments and can return results. Generally all the functions have some elements or some parts in it. One type, first one is called as return type. Return type means every function may or may not return some value to the program, and every function may or may not have some arguments or parameters. So what are arguments and what are parameters means? Generally the arguments or parameters are generally passed to a function. Generally they can be passed to a function from the main program to function itself. So the arguments, if more than one argument is used, we may separate it from one by one another by using some comma operators. And so a function is defined by name and is invoked by name, and functions can accept data in the form of arguments and can return results. So every function, all functions may or may not return some values to the main program. Next, function, PHP has several built-in functions. However, the flexibility of PHP lies in the ability of programmers. So basically functions are two types. Built-in functions. Second one is user-defined functions. Built-in functions are also called as system-defined functions. Built-in functions are also called as system-defined functions. Means they can be available, or they are ready to use within a program, within a PHP program. And second type of functions are called as user-defined functions. User-defined functions are our own functions, our own written functions, and we may write any number of user-defined functions in a PHP program. So there is no limit for writing and using user-defined functions in any program. So built-in functions are basically different types. So built-in functions are also called as system functions, like mathematical functions, string functions, character functions, and date functions, like that. So all these are built-in functions. They can be available, they can be used along with, they can be readily available, and we can use them anywhere, anytime. Next, simple examples of built-in functions are, so what are the different types of built-in functions? Mathematical functions, string functions, character functions, date functions, like that. So what are the simple example functions, mathematical functions? So ABS for absolute value, to find out absolute values. SQRT means to find out square root of a number. Round, to round off a given number, means whenever you use or if you use some decimal number and if you want to round it to a round of that number, you can use the round function. Next, is number. Is number is another function. It is also a built-in function. Is generally used to check if the given data or information is numeric or not. Numeric or not. Numeric means all the digits should have numbers. So all these are built-in functions. Rand is another function, random, to find out some random number or to pick up some random number from a given numbers. Date is another function to return the present or current date values. So functions, what are the basic functions and what are the advantages of using functions, what are the benefits of functions, different types of functions, and like that. So functions are defined using the function statement. So in PHP the functions are defined and declared. The functions are defined and declared with the keyword function. So by using function keyword, we may define and declare functions, user defined functions in PHP. Next example is function space some function name within brackets parameters comma arguments curly brackets open command block. So what is the syntax? What is the syntax of creating and using user defined functions? Function space some function name. The rules for forming function name are same as rules for forming some variables. So function space some function name within brackets some arguments or parameters separated by commas. After that curly bracket. After that some function code of the function or function code is used. So this is a simple example of using functions. Next, returning results. So we know that every function may or may not return some values to the main program. So generally some functions return some values to the main program and some functions may not return any value to the main program. So again returning values are different, means there are different types of returning values are used, like some functions may return integers, some functions returns some float real values, some functions may return boolean values, some functions return strings, like that. Next, functions with optional arguments. Functions with optional arguments means basically there are four types of functions are used. Functions with return values and argument values. Second one is functions with return values and no argument values. Third one is functions with no return value and some argument values. And fourth one is functions without any return values and without any argument values. So these are the four types of functions. Basically there are four types of functions in functions. First one is functions with some return values and some arguments. Second one is functions with some return value and no arguments. Third type is functions without any return value and having some arguments. Fourth type is functions without having any return values and without having any arguments or parameters. So this is another example using functions in PHP language. Here we used various statements. Echo, what is echo statement or echo command? Echo statement is generally used to display or show something or some text on the screen. So what is echo? ECHO, echo statement or echo function? Echo statement or echo function is generally used to show or display some text on the screen. Next, arrays. So what are arrays, why we require arrays, and how to create arrays in a PHP, and what are the different types of arrays, what is the syntax of arrays, all these things we will discuss here. So an array is a PHP variable that can hold multiple data values like a list of numbers, names, or grocery items like that. So what is a variable and what is an array, what is the difference between them? So generally we know that a variable can hold a single value. It may be an integer, it may be some numeric, it may be some string, some character, like that. So generally a variable can hold only one variable, one value, whereas an array is a collection of similar data items. Array is a collection of similar data items stored in continuous manner in internal memory. So generally arrays have a unique name. Arrays have the same name or unique name with different subscript values or different index values. So to use or to access array elements, so the data or information stored in an array is called as data members or data elements. So to get or to access the data or information, we may use some subscript, value or index value or position value. So how to get array elements, or how to access array elements or data or information from an array means by using a subscript value, or by using some index value, or by using some position value, positional value. So similarly every array, as we know that every array have a array name, unique array name. The rules and regulations to form an array name are same as the variable, and every array have some maximum capacity, that is called as the maximum size of the array. So every array have a maximum capacity or maximum size of an array. Similarly every array have some boundaries to access the data or information or elements from an array. So there are basically two types of arrays. Boundaries are used. Basically two types of boundaries are used. First one is called as lower boundary, and second one is called as upper boundary. Lower boundary and upper boundary. Suppose if you try to access the values, the data or information beyond that array boundaries, we may get some error. We may get some error, or we may get some garbage values in it. And again, there are two types of arrays are generally used in PHP also. First one is called as one-dimensional arrays. One-dimensional array or single-dimensional array. Second one is called as a multi-dimensional array or a two-dimensional array or matrix. So basically two types of arrays are used. First one is a one-dimensional array or a single-dimensional array. Second one is a multi-dimensional array or a matrix or a two-dimensional arrays. So in one-dimensional arrays we may use only one subscript or one index value or one positional value, whereas in two-dimensional arrays or matrices there are two subscripts are used. One is represented for rows and another is represented for columns. So in two-dimensional arrays or multi-dimensional arrays we may use two subscripts. One represents for rows and one represents for columns. So sequential array keeps track of these data items by using sequential numbers. Associate arrays. So next, advantages. So what are the different types, different advantages or different features of arrays, or what are the applications of arrays? First one is include a flexible number of list items, can add and delete items on the fly. So arrays can be easily manipulated. Arrays can be easily manipulated by adding uh, new records or adding some new numbers or new data or information. Similarly, we can easily remove the existing data or information from an array. Second one is examine each item more concisely. You can use looping constructs in combination with arrays to look at and operate on each array item in a very concise manner. So generally, we may use arrays, we may use some loops or looping statements. Generally, we may use I can say, I can. So generally we may use, we frequently use looping statements or loops with arrays. So what are the loops or looping statements in PHP? So for loop, while loop, do while loop. So these three loops are generally used with arrays. Next, use special arrays operators and functions. So there are different types of operators. There are different types of brackets are available in PHP, like in C and C++, curly bracket and square bracket, like that. Generally for arrays we may use square brackets. Generally for arrays we may use square brackets, and for functions we may use ordinary bracket. We may use some ordinary bracket, and for arrays we may use some square functions, square brackets. So this is the example. This is the example of a sequential array. Sequential arrays are nothing but a one-dimensional array or a single-dimensional arrays. So what are sequential arrays? Some students is equals to array of within quotes. And one more point is we may use any type of data while creating and using arrays. Means either we may use some numbers or numerics, either we may use some strings, characters, any type of data. We may use any type of data or information as a data as a data or information for arrays. So example is grades is equals to array of 66, 72, 89. So simple example is grades is equals to, simple example is grades is equals to arrays of within brackets 66, 72, 89. Here grades is the name of the array, and array is the reserved word or keyword, and within brackets we may use we used three values 66, 72 and 88. So these three are, so what is the meaning of this value? Meaning of this statement means here we may create some array, here we may create some one-dimensional array or a sequential array with three elements. Here we may create So here we may create a one-dimensional array, a sequential array with three numbers or three values. So dollar grades is equals to array of 66, 72, 88. Here grades is the name of the array, and array is the reserved word or keyword. 66, 72, 89 are three values. So here we may create some array and also initialize with three values. Similarly, all the subscripts or positional values or index values are begins with 0, suppose, and ends with n minus 1, where n is the maximum size of the array. So the subscripts or index values are running from 0 to n minus 1, where 0 is the starting value or a beginning value, n is the maximum size of the array. As we know that every array has some maximum values or a maximum size, and the subscript values are running from 0 to n minus 1. So we may use some loops or looping statements. Generally we may use some loops or looping statements like for loop or while loop or do while loop with arrays. Another type of statements which are particularly used with arrays is called as for each statement. For each statement is generally used with arrays or vectors in PHP to access the data or information or values from the array. So next we may discuss about array functions. So what are array functions? So array functions means there are some special functions which are used with arrays, which may be operated on arrays only. So first one is array shift, second one is array unshift, array pop, array push, and max, array sum, sort. All these are called as array functions, and these functions are only available in PHP, and they can be used upon some arrays only. So first one is array shift, means remove an item from the beginning of an array. Means array shift means to shift or to move all the values of an array or all the data or information towards right on position, so that the first element will be automatically removed from the array. Array shift. Second one is array unshift, means add an item to the beginning of an array. Similarly, if you want to add one data item or one number at the beginning of the array, we may use array unshift. Next, array pop. Array pop means remove an item from the end of an array. Similarly, if you want to remove the extreme right element, from an array, we may use array pop. Array pop means it is a function used to remove the extreme right number or extreme right data value from an array. Array push means add an item to the end of an array. So similarly, if you want to insert or if you want to add some number at the end of an array, we may use array push function. Array push function means generally it adds some number at the end of the function or at the end of the arrays. Next, max and min functions. Max and min functions are two functions. Generally, they can be used to determine the largest and smallest numerical values in an array respectively. So, to find out maximum and minimum values of an array, numeric array, we may use max and min functions. Next, array sum. Sum numerical values in the array. Array sum is another PHP function which is generally used with arrays. So to find out the sum of all the numeric values, to find out the sum of all the numeric values. And sort means reorder the items in numerical or alphabetical orders. So sort is another array function. Generally it is used to sort the numeric items or either numeric items or alphabetical items, either in ascending order or in descending order of numbers or alphabets. So we can sort the data or elements, we can sort the data or information or elements from an array without writing any code or without writing any sorting algorithms like bubble sort, set sort. We can simply use this sort function, which is directly operated with some arrays. So we will discuss in next class.